Hi everyone, welcome to eBritish IELTS. In today's class, we are going to look at essay writing and specifically body paragraphs of essay, how to tackle that. Now, this video is in continuation to the one that we did earlier, which handled the introduction. So that was a detailed guide on how to write a neat, clear and concise introduction. So today we are going to tackle the rest of the essay. So without further ado, let us get down to the task. Right. So how to write the body and the conclusion of the essay. The things that we have to keep in mind while writing an academic essay is that there are different kinds of questions that IELTS will throw at you. So there is the opinion essay, which is the most common, and today we are going to discuss that. But remember that you have to modify your essay based on the topic of the day. It can be an advantages disadvantages essay, it can be a both views essay, so it can be many different kinds of, it can be a double question. So based on that you will have to modify your body paragraphs, but that's something that you should be aware of from the very get-go. The next thing that you must keep in mind is that both the body paragraphs should not discuss the same thing. It should not be repetitive. You should come up with some new, different, fresh ideas to be tackled in the respective body paragraphs. Write within the word limit and to use the time limit optimally is the third thing to be kept in mind. Now when I say write within the word limit, you know that IELTS tells you that you will have to write at least 250 words in your essays. So that means that you will have to write more than 250 words, and ideally you should be writing around 280, 290, 300 words. So, but do not exceed this 300 words word limit, because for the simple fact that you will not be able to finish your task within the allocated time period. Finally, understand the demand of the question, think reasonably, and then start writing. You will obviously plan for how to go about your essay, and this you will do right at the beginning. Take 5 minutes, plan well, and then start with your introduction. That we have already discussed earlier with you, so we will move on to the body paragraph straight away. So the basic layout or the formation is like this. The introduction should be approximately 50-60 words, not more than that. It should not be a lengthy introduction. Like I said in the previous video, it has to be clear, to the point, and of an optimum length. The body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 both have to be about 100 words each. You can write a little under that, but not over. Okay, and then the conclusion, which is also approximately about 50 words. So what do we do in the body paragraphs? We follow a formula of view, reason and example. So view is your point of view that you're going to establish right at the beginning of the body paragraph, and then you are going to have to explain why you are of the view. Remember guys, without reasoning, without supporting logic, your view is absolutely of no use. But if you can have any view that you want. You can differ from what I put forth in my essay, the reason and the logic, but it has to be argued well enough. It has to be supported with examples thereafter. So each body paragraph must have this set of view, reason and example. Give at least 2 reasons in each body paragraph to a maximum of 3. So in one body paragraph you can write 2, and in the other one you can write 3, or you can write 3 and 3. So that's the reason, I'm sorry, not the view. 3 reasons for the view that you have per body paragraph, and an example at least one in each body paragraph has to be furnished by you. So that gives you enough meat for your body. Finally, we come to the conclusion. The conclusion again is a brief summarization and nothing more. No new points are going to be put forth, no new arguments are going to be given by you in the conclusion. It is just a summarization, like I said, of the main ideas of body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. So let's see how we do this actually in practice. Those of you who have been with us for the previous class know that this is the question that we discussed while discussing how to write an introduction. So let me just read it out for you again. Having a year off before starting universities is becoming increasingly common. Do you think this is a positive or a negative trend? If you have been with me in the previous class, you know that I had said in my introduction that this is mainly a positive trend. So based on that start, we are going to write out or give you a few pointers for the body paragraphs and the conclusion. Let's proceed. All right. Subsequent to the introduction that I wrote out for you in my previous video, the body paragraph 1 here tackles the counter view. It talks about why some people think it is a negative trend. Mind you, I don't think it is negative, but some people think that it might be a negative trend. That's what I start my body paragraph with. All right, then I proceed to the reasons. What are the reasons? Well, people think that children might get distracted from their goals and end up wasting time rather than learning something productive. They have more disposable income in their hands and they might get into bad habits. That can be one of the reasons, which is not written here, but then it can be your reason. It can be a distraction and one may never want to get back to studies. So these could be the reasons, and I'm going to have to prop one of those at least with an example of how it is seen that, if people have a, part-time, some study I might, cite as an example in which kids have been found to have dropped out after continuing with their job, part-time job, and study same time, or if they take a gap year altogether, they just don't feel motivated enough. So this has been the case for gap years as well as doing part-time work. So we are talking about gap years here. They do a part-time or a full-time job, and they then are so used to the lifestyle, to the money that is in hand, that they do not get back to academics. And I can cite and study here, like I said. So other than that, if you have any other relevant examples, you can put data example there too. So prop up your reasons. I'll proceed to the second body paragraph, which is going to be, in this case scenario, because I am in agreement and this is my opinion being talked about in the paragraph, I am going to talk about the logic that I think I'm going to prop up my essay with, which makes it mainly a positive trend. So this is going to be slightly longer in length than the previous body paragraph. So my view is that it is mainly a positive trend because it gives time to prioritize one's goals. One can get a real feel of the world out there. One can take up a job and get hands-on practical experience of a workplace. Earning money is not such a bad thing. I'll take this point out from the previous body paragraph, in which some people think that one might get distracted, or money in hand might get them into bad habits. The flip side of that is that they can learn money management skills. They can also find their real career path in that 1 year. when they take a break, they look around, they work, they meet new people, they travel. Those are all valuable life experiences. One of the examples can be that many people from a science background end up studying management post some work experience. So that happens when they probably work a part-time or a full-time job, like I said, or they travel, they find some mother, some take up photography, some might write travel blogs, so they might change their career path altogether. So this, like I said, is going to be my own opinion, so this is going to be slightly longer than the previous body paragraph. So I'll probably give 3 reasons as opposed to the 2 that I would give in the first body paragraph, in which I'm presenting the counter view. So this is strictly for an opinion essays, guys, in which you are asked, do you think it is a positive trend? To what extent do you think it is beneficial? Do you agree, disagree? These question types are called opinion essays. So in an opinion essay, I would typically in the first body paragraph present the counter view, and the second body paragraph I am going to give my own opinion. So I am going to make it slightly longer than the first body paragraph. Then comes the conclusion. The conclusion is completely based on the view that you choose, and it would be linked to the question that you are being asked, basically. So in this case, in this particular essay, I'm going to say that whether it's a positive trend or a negative trend, it's going to depend on the disposition of the student. But with any degree of maturity, a student can make it a positive life experience. So just probably these 2 sentences that I am going to use in the second, in the conclusion. So you see, as I said earlier, I am not going to get into reiteration of, of any reasons as such, or any fresh arguments. I'm not going to put over there. Yes, reiteration of the main idea, why I think it is a positive essay. So reiteration of my opinion, and that should do the trick. So that is all for today's class, guys. Join us on our website or join us for our next live class. Till then, keep practicing. Bye bye.